I'm Gabriel Flores, and today, people out there, I will be. I uploaded. What I did is I uploaded some pictures that I took screenshot. Well, I took screenshots and then I edited some pictures, and I went ahead and uploaded them into KindMaster, which is the application the application that I used to make this video that you're currently watching. Uploaded them into there, made some adjustments and calculations, stylistic art stuff, uh, artist responsibility stuff, and then started recording, which is what I'm doing now. And once we get to the first picture, I'll get into the meat and potatoes of what I'm doing here, which is basically just talking about the pictures and providing a narrative also, and just basically having fun talking about it. I can talk about anything. So we're coming upon it right now, the first one. This, oh, okay, I'll read the words to you. 2019 Gartner Meeting Solutions Magic Quadrant Leader. And below that is a logo, a unique logo, and the words next to it say go to meeting. And then below that is some more words in a smaller, really small font that makes it really hard to read, but I can make out one of the words, which is by, by. So I'm trying to let's figure out what that is. A 2019 Gartner Meeting Solutions Magic Quadrant Leader. Huh. It sounds like it's a type of software providing a particular service that is utilized by large corporations that are housed in business towers, business buildings, the big tall buildings downtown. And that's why they, at the very bottom, it says buy, because that's the company that made the software. And the name of the title is, it's kind of weird because they named the software. It's kind of tricky, but the reason why they did it is because the software is for a particular purpose. So they had to categorize it rather than just putting their company name on it, because they're trying to sell it to and make a profit. It's for profit. So they want to highlight that title to their customers, and it makes sense. And I don't find anything negative or shady about that. And I hope I'm right. If you guys come upon a different meaning of what this is, go ahead and correct me. But don't feel like you have to, because I'm just having fun here, guys. I'm just staying busy with my life, living my life going forward, not letting all the evil stuff that's happening around me, all the evil people that are trying to hurt me, that do hurt me, that cause harm to me every day. I'm still continuing to live my life. And so don't feel obligated. This is just for fun, and it really is just entertainment for you and me, because I'm going to go back and watch this stuff, and I like it because the information is solid facts. It's innocuous and it's positive, it's good, and so it's kind of like a mental massage is how I described these pictorial videos that I've been creating. I hope you feel the same way. I feel like you will. This is a box that I cropped from Music Maker Jam, a music making software that I currently use for my West Coast gangster rap endeavors these days. And this came from their Jam Academy section of their application, which provide users with a foundation to use their application and to make music how they believe is the right way to do it and how they want you to do it. So for me, I feel like I want to follow what they're saying, because I want to, I don't want to become an enemy of the state. But of course, they're not going to hunt you down and be like, you're under arrest, but or anything like that. But they are asking something. So for me, I'm just gonna I try to do it, but the majority of my stuff I just do my own way, and they're gonna be fine with it because I'm still on the application and stuff. But for people who are just like really curious and come across the software, that's going to be for them, and they're going to be able to get a foot in the door on making their first instrumental. their first song or whatever they want to do with it, because you can really do anything. You can do a podcast with it. You don't have to do music with it necessarily. Yeah, that's what they said it's for. So, use your personal judgment on that. This came from the same section of the application that we're talking about. Beat the basics, a logo of a drum and two drumsticks that are just floating over it. There's no hands holding it. Placed over a pink background, rectangular background, sharp edges. I cropped it, no borders. Going forward, I've discontinued applying borders to the pictures that I create, because just it's a different direction I'm going. It's something new and a new idea that I can do, and it's a good idea. So I'm starting to do that now. But everything before this, my previous videos, everybody out there, go check them out, and you'll see a lot of the cropped images have borders and stuff like that. And I still have a lot of pictures that are from before me discontinuing the border thing that I've been using. So there's still a lot of pictures with the borders that are going to be coming down the pipeline, because this whole thing that I started here is going to take quite a while. And, it's something that's just going to be done over the long term is how I want to do it. But, if I get a burst of energy and I'm really bored or something, then, I could knock out like 3 or 4 videos, 5 videos, 10 videos in one day. In the end, it's going to equate to about 20 videos, each being like 15 to 20 minutes long. Again, intro dash verse dash chorus. Up top is a white logo of a circle and dashes inside the circle, and the circle is white, the outline of the circle is white, inside is black, and the dashes inside the circle are white, and they're tiny dashes, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This reminds me of their logo, but it's not their logo. This is for the Jam Academy, the instruction side of their application that helps people that, like I was just describing. And this is just another. Basically, how they do it is they break it down into 3 or 4 sections. And the first section is right here. I think this is the first one, and you click on it and it'll take you through their program on how to do an intro, a verse, and a chorus. And then there's other ones too. And, I can't go back. We had Beat the Basics. So that's, I think that's like the second one or something like that. And then there's like 2 more. But I think the next picture coming up is another one from this. And in reality, where this came from, it came from a button. I think it was actually the button where you hover your pointer from the mouse over it and click on it, and it'll bring you into the program on how to learn about how to do an intro, verse, and chorus. And so it's really the main thing I like about this software is it's really simple. They're not big on following the complicated stuff that musicians do. It's music for me is too complicated, and nobody's really invested too much into me to learn the information. So I really don't have the means to do it. So that's why I really appreciate the software. I'm glad it's simple, because I just need sounds, really cool sounds, and they do a really good job with making it easy for people to use, and they feel free enough that anybody can use this and make art, and so I feel comfortable with that. Again, here, new picture, recording vocals and sound. So, like I said, guys, just listening to what I just read there, recording vocals and sound. What do you think this button, when you click on this button, what do you think you're going to learn how to do? You're going to learn how to do recording vocals and sound. Let's break this down, give you a little bit more detail, because I have a little bit more insight into what they're talking about when they say and sound. When they say and sound, they're just familiarizing you with the volume levels of each of the sounds that you can import, that you can bring into the song, and they just basically have you take a couple of them and change the volume levels on a couple of the beats that you selected. So that's what they mean by and sound. And then recording vocals is just you record anything. I've recorded all kinds of stuff doing the Jam Academy instruction thing that they offer. So one time I used my rap label. Sometimes I use just testing. And last time I tried with my other phone, the vocals failed, and I later came to find out it was because it's because of the phone. So what I'm gonna do with that phone, with the other phone, is I'll uninstall the application and reinstall it. But before I do that, I have to make sure that there's nothing valuable that's going to be lost before I do that. But for sure, if it's too complicated, I'll just uninstall it, because it's more important to get the recording vocals function working up to par than it is to try to figure out, oh, do I need to keep this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Because I don't like having those types of headaches, guys. And I hope you guys uh, aren't thinking that I'm just a quitter, or don't work hard, because I just take a different route, and I work hard in the routes that I want to work hard in. So, but it's just whatever. Here, another picture. UHG, all capital letters, abbreviation for United Health Group, I believe. I don't know what it is. It's probably like an insurance company. I don't know where it came from, but it probably came from my email, from my Gmail account, particularly from the promotions category. What is it? Thing that they use, that Gmail uses to highlight promotions and advertisements. When they come through into Gmail, they go ahead and grab anything that's a promotion and an advertisement, and they put it into a folder, promotions folder, and throw it up top. And so I think that's where that came from, or it could have came from Google Play, from their advertisements, or from YT, from YouTube's advertisements, or from Facebook, from advertisements, pictures, posts from my friends, from the public news feed that I surf once or twice a day, and just not to get pictures. That's not my goal. My goal is to just stay in tune with what they're trying to convey to people, and just trying to be a good person. Right here is a logo. I think, did we look at this one already? Yeah, we did. This was a part of that bigger picture, and it zoomed in, and now I can read the rest of those small letterings at the very bottom, and it says "buy." We got "buy," the BY, but the next word is "log me in." So that is the name of their software company, and they created this software called GoToMeeting. And up above that, in the other picture, they go into further detail about what it is. So it's kind of weird how the detail of what the software is above the title of the software and the title of the software company. And another suspect thing that I found about that is the information that the words they use to describe what the software is for is confusing and seems like it's manipulative, because they're using real big words, and I believe you could probably just say it in a real easy way. It was confusing, and I just made a quick guess. So maybe I should go back and look at it more to kind of maybe, and maybe that's something I could consider doing. A picture of a car, white car. From the front, the camera must have been sitting on the hood, and the car was probably parked They probably parked it there during a period of time when there was no cars for a long distance, and for them just to get this shot. And a black teen cat, a minority cat, is driving. I see one hand on the wheel. He has black hair. He has a little bit darker skin than I do, probably a couple tones darker. There's nobody in the car with him. I don't really know what the message is here. We see those words there, but I haven't looked at those yet because I don't want to confuse what this picture is. Because for me, I like to look at the picture and try to see what the message is of the picture before I look at the words. Because for me, the words describe the picture and what the message is. So that's why I don't know what they're trying to say here. Leave a comment, guys. Give me some ideas. A zoomed in version of that software, but just the logo. We isolated the logo only. Now we don't have the title of the software company. We don't have the title of the software. We just have their logo here. So it is comprised of line arches that are achieved by using just thick lines, and they use several of them going in a circle. So it doesn't make up a circle because they're they're arched lines. But they do use the arched lines, and they meet back up with each other to complete what is a complete revolution. I don't know how else, but it's like an orange and a yellow color at the same time. It kind of blends in. The top side is more of a yellow gold, and then it fades into the bottom, which is backwards into the darker orange. I would think the fade would go the opposite direction. So I would actually rotate that around. And then inside of that is another unique, weird shape thing that looks like it's some kind of problem solving, brainstorming jot from like a junior high student who's a high achiever, who has the right people behind him and the right ideas behind him, and he's reaching a little bit further. This lady, this teenage chick, is brown to the bone. Or maybe she's like Colombian or Cuban or fucking Brazilian. She's smiling big. She looks like she's really like, it doesn't look like she's like, it's like somebody she's attracted to, because she's looking at her phone. And it doesn't look like her fingers are like typing, because her thumb looks like it's to the side of the phone. So it looks like she's looking at a incoming message from probably like a friend, a party buddy or something like that. And just got some plans that something's going to be popping off, and she's just like really excited or something. I don't know if it's random, but look at the borders on the left and right. I got borders in that one. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this picture slideshow that I have created for you guys. One of about 3 or 4 that I have up on YT YouTube right now, but only the beginning of about what will equal out to be in the end about 40 videos, so like 50 videos in the end. Anyways, I'm Gabriel Flores, and thank you for joining me